In this presentation, we are going to discuss about the file system mounting and protection in operating system. So in this file system mounting, a file system must be mounted before it can be accessed. A unmounted file system is mounted at a mount point. So it is a mount point. Here the file sharing process is done. So the sharing of a file on multi-user system is desirable. So the sharing may be done through a protection scheme. On distributed system, files may be shared across a network. So the network file systems is a common distributed file sharing method. If multi-user system have the user IDs and group IDs. So the user ID identify the users, allowing a permissions and protections to be per the user. The group IDs allow the users to be in the groups and permitting group access the rights. So the owner of a files we can access and the group of the files in the directory can access. So in the file sharing concept is also used in this network. So uses networking to allow a file system access between the systems manually via programs like the FTP, automatically, seamlessly using a distributed file system. So semi-automatically via the World Wide Web. So the server client model allow the clients to mount remote file systems from the servers. So the server can serve the multiple clients. So the clients and the user on client identifications is ensured or complicated. So the NFS is a standard Unix system in this client server file sharing. So in the ZFS is a standard Windows protocol, is a standard operating system file calls or translated into a remote calls. So the distributed information systems such as the LDP, DNS and NAS Active Directory implementations and unified access to informations needed for the remote computing. So in this file sharing failure modes, all the file systems have failure modes. So for example, corruptions of directory structures or other non-user data called a metadata. Remote file systems add new failure modes due to the network failures, so server failures. So recovery from the failures can involve state information about the status of each remote request. The stateless protocols such as the NFS version 3 includes all information in each request, allowing easy recovery but less security. So in this consistency semantics, it specifies how multiple users are to access a shared file simultaneously. So it is similar to this the chat process, and it is in synchronizations algorithms. So that tends to be less complex due to the disk IO and the network latency. So Andrew file systems implementations complex remote file sharing semantics. Unix file systems implements is also how the file sharing semantics. So writes into an open file visible implementations to other users of the some open files. So here the sharing file pointers to allow multiple users to read and write concurrently. So the AFS has sessions semantics where writes only visible to sessions starting after the file is closed. So here the protections is also very important. So the file owner or creators, okay, so should be able to control. So write can be done by whom? So that is an creator. So the types of access is read, write, execute, append, delete, list. So is the Windows 7 the file control list management is described by the full control, modify, read, write, the special permissions like that. These options are available. So in this Unix directory list, thank you.